Welcome back, everybody. We're diving deep today.
Into Gilead.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
The Handmaid's Tale.
All right.
We're using excerpts that you
guys
provided to kind of go beyond the surface of Margaret Atwood's like dystopian world.
Yeah.
And really think about what it would feel like
to live there.
To live under this kind of regime
And maybe even uncover how a society like that could come to be.
How it could even happen.
Yeah, like what are those steps along the way that could lead us there?
Well, and what I think is so powerful about The Handmaid's Tale is that it's not just like some
top-down
explanation.
Or like, here's the rules.
Yeah.
We see it through.
We live it through Offred.
Right, yeah.
Our handmaid narrator. And that's where the power is.
And you feel that weight of like the restrictions of Gilead.
Oh, yeah.
In those everyday details. You know, like imagine being in this room, right?
Just stark white walls, single bed. The windows are even designed so you can't even see out.
Like they're controlling not only your movement, your perception of the world.
And we see Offred like actively struggling against this.
Totally.
You know, she talks about rationing her thoughts, trying to find these little like
just tiny little
sparks of beauty or rebellion to just like stay sane.
Yeah.
Remember that blue iris print?
Oh, yeah.
That she keeps thinking about?
Like a symbol?
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone, but it represents...
But the memory represents a whole world of nature and freedom that's been taken away.
Exactly.
And even those moments, like those seemingly mundane moments with Rita and Cora.
Oh, in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, yeah.
Just those little stolen whispers.
Yeah.
Those shared glances become like acts of resistance.
Because connection is outlawed.
Human connection.
Even the simplest
or outlawed.
It's completely outlawed, you know.
You know, it makes you appreciate how vital those are.
Right.
And Atwood uses them to highlight the resilience of the human spirit.
Yeah.
Even in the face of unimaginable oppression.
Totally. I mean, and then against this backdrop of control, we start to get these glimpses of Offred's past.
Ooh, yeah.
Where, you know, she remembers this time before Gilead, a time when women could work, have relationships.
Wear jeans.
Throw on a boyfriend's shirt.
Yeah.
Like a second thought.
Have a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you realize that those freedoms, those things we take for granted.
Oh, absolutely.
Are
dangerous and subversive.
Subversive, yeah.
Do you remember those old magazines she mentions?
Oh, yeah.
The ones with
the women?
Like nude women. They're not even like pornographic.
It's normal bothies.
It's just, normal.
Natural.
But in Gilead,
erase.
Gone.
It makes you think.
It makes you think about how our perceptions can be manipulated. Like what we think is acceptable, what we think is normal can shift so easily.
And it's even more unsettling when you think about how gradual Gilead took over.
Oh, the frog in the boiling water.
Right.
You don't even notice.
It's like a slow erosion.
It's a slow erosion.
Of rights and freedoms until it's too late.
It's too late, you're cooked.
And she even talks about that human, like, talent for insatiability.
The desire for more.
Which was ultimately used against them.
Yeah, totally.
It makes you think, what freedoms are we giving up little by little?
Right.
You know?
Without even realizing
it.
Yeah.
And then lurking in the background, we have the sons of Jacob.
Oh, the architects.
The architects of Gilead, yeah.
Yeah.
They represent that like ideological force behind this whole thing.
Yeah.
Exploiting fear.
And unrest.
To seize control.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's through Offred's interactions with the commander that we get like a glimpse into their motivations. He talks about these policies as like a return to some kind of natural order.
Yeah, natural.
A way to like protect women.
Right.
Ensure the continuation of society.
Yeah, sure.
But it's chilling.
Yeah.
How he uses religion and traditional values to justify these actions.
You see how easily belief systems can be manipulated?
Totally.
To serve the interests of those in power.
Yeah, and you see those sparks of resistance starting to flicker.
Moira, that's our symbol of defiance. Her escape from the Red Center, stealing the aunt's uniform.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And disappearing into the unknown.
It offers a sliver of hope.
Right.
That the human spirit can't be totally
crushed.
Broken. And then we have Offred.
Who appears devout.
Right.
Blends in perfectly.
Yeah.
But secretly.
Camping partner,
a member of Mayday, the resistance.
Yeah. And this is where we start to see the impact of Gilead's tactics.
Oh, yeah.
Because they control information so tightly.
Yeah. Totally.
That even, like,
Even shopping.
Shopping becomes dangerous.
Is fraught with danger.
That walk past the wall, remember?
Ooh, yeah.
Where they've displayed the bodies of those deemed traitors.
Yeah, talk about chilling.
It's not just the brutality, it's her struggle to control her reaction.
To, like, not react?
She describes them as, like, time travelers. Trying to feel blankness.
Yeah, it's just to survive.
Yeah, just to survive. It's such a stark example of the dehumanizing effect of this.
Of living under that constant fear and surveillance.
But even in that moment, right.
That glimmer.
Bethlyn pauses.
Pretending to pray.
Yeah.
But sending a coded message.
It's such a small act, but it carries so much weight.
It does. It does.
It's a sign that hope and resistance are still alive.
They're still there.
Even in the darkest corners of Gilead.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's where Atwood leaves us hanging at the end of these excerpts.
Right.
Is she being rescued?
Yeah. Is it Mayday coming to get her?
Or is
she being taken away?
By the eyes.
By the eyes.
The secret police.
The uncertainty.
It's almost unbearable.
Yeah, but it's also what makes it so powerful.
It forces you to confront
that
fragility of hope.
Yeah.
And the constant danger that surrounds those who resist.
Totally. And it really sets the stage for us to dive deeper into Gilead's power dynamics.
Oh, yeah.
The motivations of those who created it.
Who made this place.
And the resilience of those who fight back.
Which is exactly what we're going to be doing next.
So get ready. It's about to get
intense. And Pope. Hold on tight.
Buckle up. Let's go. One of the most disturbing things about Gilead is how it pits women against each other.
Oh, totally.
You know, it's not just like men versus women. It's this whole twisted hierarchy within Gilead itself.
Yeah, like they weaponize those stereotypes about women being like catty.
And competitive.
Yeah, and you see that so clearly.
Especially with the handmaids and the wives.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Take Offred and Serena Joy.
Right.
The commander's wife.
Yeah.
They're forced into this bizarre intimacy through the ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
You can practically feel that tension.
Oh, my gosh. It's like a pressure cooker of resentment.
Yeah.
Serena Joy represents everything Offred has lost. Freedom, her identity, her name.
It's gone.
But then in this twisted way, Serena Joy is also a prisoner of Gilead.
Totally.
You know, she might have this outward, like, appearance of power, but she's just as trapped.
Absolutely. You see those glimmers of vulnerability in Serena Joy, too.
Like when she's...
with the tulips.
Yeah. Like meticulously snipping those seed pods off.
What a loaded image.
I know.
Like she's trying to control even the reproductive power in nature.
It speaks to like the deep-seated anxiety, frustrations.
And frustrations that Gilead breeds, even among those who supposedly benefit.
Oh, 100%.
And then you have the ants.
Oh, yeah.
These figures of authority who wield this, like, immense power over the handmaids.
Psychological power. I mean, they're the enforcers, right?
Yeah, they're the enforcers of Gilead's ideology.
Using that combination of religious indoctrination.
Oh, yeah.
And
outright brutality.
To
keep everyone in line.
Yeah, and you see it, like...
Oh, like a red center.
In the red center with the
sleep deprivation.
The cattle prods.
Humiliation.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
And the way they constantly tell them to be grateful.
You should be grateful.
You should be grateful.
You're fulfilling your biological destiny.
Oh, it's textbook.
It makes you wonder.
Brainwashing.
How do you resist in that?
Totally.
Where your thoughts and feelings are being policed constantly.
That's why those characters like Moira are so important, because she represents that resistance.
That defiance.
Yeah.
She got out.
You're at center.
Stealing the ant's uniform.
Gone.
It's a reminder that it is possible.
In the most oppressive of environments.
And then there's Offred.
Yeah. Secretly part of Mayday.
Working from within.
Right.
And then we have the commander.
Ooh,
yes, embodiment of the contradiction.
The complexities of
power.
He's one of the architects, right?
Yeah.
But he also seems to crave...
something more.
Something more.
Beyond those rigid rules.
You see it when he meets with Offred.
Yes, those secret meetings.
Wants to play Scrabble.
Yeah.
Wants to read.
Reads forbidden books.
He's stepping outside the lines.
The lines he created.
That he created.
Yeah.
And you get the sense that he's both drawn to...
And repelled by.
And repelled by her.
Yeah.
Like, he's intrigued by her intelligence.
Right.
And her spirit, but he still sees her as...
a means to an end.
A means to an end.
Yeah.
It's chilling.
It's a chilling reminder that even in the most oppressive regimes,
yeah,
those human desires and motivations can be
so complex.
So complex.
And then he takes her to Jezebel.
Oh my gosh, that scene.
That secret club.
Where the rules are suspended.
It's like a parallel universe.
She gets dressed up, makeup, feathers.
It's a stark contrast.
To that red habit.
To that drab red habit.
Like a reminder of the life that's been stolen.
And she sees Moira.
She sees Moira there.
Working as a prostitute.
It's heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking.
You see this, like, fierce, rebellious woman forced to compromise.
She has to survive.
Her values to survive.
And it raises those questions, right? Of like, what choices do we make?
What compromise?
When we're faced with oppression, what lines are we willing to cross?
It's a dilemma that she's grappling with.
The whole time.
The whole story.
Throughout the whole book.
And as we head into the final part of our deep dive...
Ooh, here we go.
We're going to see how these themes of power and resistance and the human spirit
come to a head.
In
these concluding chapters.
In the conclusion.
All right, get ready.
It's going to be a wild ride.
Hold on tight. Okay, so we're in the final part of our Handmaid's Tale deep dive, and things are about to get...
really intense.
Yeah. We're talking about the consequences of Gilead's ideology, the psychological toll it takes, and those moments of...
defiance that keep hope alive.
Atwood.
She doesn't hold back.
No, she does not.
At all.
Like the participation.
Oh, man.
Where they're forced to participate in this ritualized execution.
It's brutal.
It's like watching
a pack of wolves tearing apart their prey.
But the worst part is they're conditioned to participate.
Right.
It's like all their anger and frustration is channeled into this violence.
It's how totalitarian regimes work.
Right.
They manipulate human psychology.
They turn the oppressed against each other.
Yeah. Divide and conquer.
Gilead style. It's just devastating to see what happens to Janine.
Oh, she breaks.
She breaks.
After the persecution.
Completely breaks down.
She retreats into this childlike state.
To cope.
Yeah.
It shows how Gilead doesn't just control bodies, it warps minds.
Totally. Like, how do you even maintain your sanity?
In an insane world.
In a world that's gone completely mad.
It's a heavy question.
Yeah. But Atwood gives us those
glimmers of hope.
Yeah.
Remember when Offred discovers that message scratched on the wall?
No light, Tibesters carborundorum.
Gives me chills every time.
It's like this message
from the handmaid that lived there before.
Yeah.
A testament to the fact that
human spirit can endure.
Even in the face of unimaginable cruelty, and it becomes like a lifeline for her.
Totally.
This code of defiance.
He shoots her going.
And then Offglyn, her shopping partner.
Part of Mayday.
Was part of Mayday.
All along.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Her sacrifice.
Oh, dang.
Choosing to die rather than betray her comrades. Tragic, but so inspiring.
That's so inspiring.
It shows that even in Gilead, where trust is a luxury, there's still that connection and solidarity.
And for Offred, it's a turning point.
Right. It connects her to something bigger than herself.
Rekindles that flame of resistance.
And then those clandestine meetings with Nick, the chauffeur.
Yeah.
At first, it seems so risky, right?
It's like an affair.
Yeah, this affair.
A way to reclaim.
Yeah, reclaim some sense of agency and intimacy.
Yeah.
But then
we find out
he's working with Mayday. It changes everything.
Well,
like those encounters become a potential pathway
to freedom.
Yeah. And then that ending, the black van. Men in uniform.
They take her away.
Is it the eyes? Is it Mayday?
We don't know.
Atwood leaves us hanging.
Ugh, the uncertainty.
But it's brilliant.
It is.
Because it forces us to think about
that fragility.
It's the fragility of hope,
That even the most desperate gamble
could
lead to either salvation or destruction.
And then that final twist.
Oh, yeah.
The historical notes.
It
was all recorded on cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Discovered years later.
A message.
Like a message in a bottle. It's a testament to the power of storytelling.
That even the most silenced voices
can
eventually be heard.
And that's what makes The Handmaid's Tale so powerful.
It's a warning.
Yeah.
A call to action.
It challenges us to question authority.
Fight complacency.
Never underestimate the power of hope, even in the darkest of times.
Yeah.
What does The Handmaid's Tale mean for you?
Yeah. What parallels?
What parallels do you see?
Did you see with our world?
And what will you do to make sure that this dystopian nightmare stays fiction?
Ooh, good question.
That's something to ponder as we conclude our exploration of Gilead. Thanks for joining us.